Hi, everybody. Today I have lots of notes, so excuse me looking up and down, but I want to make sure I get everything said. A couple weeks ago, a friend of mine, Melody Funk, asked me a couple questions or suggestions on what I could talk about. I used to work for Melody. For those of you that are local in Yucaipa, you'll remember Newell's Nursery. So I worked for Melody and her dad, and that job was really a blessing to me. So thank you, Melody. I was blessed with the job itself. I was blessed with working with Mr. Newell, everything that he taught me, and also learning from the other people that worked there and making friends. It was just a great experience, and I can still see like the twinkle in Mr. Newell's eyes when he would like teach somebody something, show something, especially the dirt. Either it was too dry or it was too wet, when it was just right. Anyhow, I totally enjoyed it, and I was so blessed with his kindness to me and my family, and just the whole job. I wasn't there for a really long time, but I truly enjoyed every minute of being there. So thanks again. So we'll get on to what Melody suggested that I talk about. There was two things. I'm only going to talk about one today, and then next week I'm going to talk about the other one. So Melody said, how do you get past good intentions and turn those into actions? Well, that phrase, good intentions, took me way back, Melody, way back to when I was a kid. I would complain or cry to my mom saying that this didn't happen, or they said they were going to do this, he said he was going to do that, usually my dad, and she would, I can still hear her say, well, he had good intentions. He meant to do it. And, something came up. He got in a hurry. He had to work late. Who knows? Somebody needed something, that was more important. I don't know. But she was always like the positive one, and saying he had good intentions. And it would be the same thing if it was friends or whoever, another family member. My mom always came up with, well, they had good intentions. They meant well. When you were a kid, you believe it, and your mom's telling you, and, sounds good. Well, when I got to my messy teenage years, I didn't believe it anymore. I figured, bullshit. I think good intentions are excuses. Okay, so you had a good intention, but you can't keep saying that. I have a good intention to do this. I have a good intention to do that. And I know that at the moment he probably did have good intentions. So it's kind of a circle, Excuse me. He probably did have good intentions. He wanted to do whatever he promised to do, or he thought he could do, and then he just let it go by the way. But I think we all, I know we all have good intentions towards one thing or another. And I think that most of us do mean well. We really do want to do whatever we say, keep our promises. But a lot of times, just having a good intention doesn't create a follow-through. So, this is my thought why good intentions don't really mean anything as far as getting something done, or taking action, or keeping a promise. We don't think about good intentions until after we don't follow through. Let me repeat that. We don't think about good intentions until after we don't follow through. So, to me, it's past tense. I had good intention. I meant well. He meant well. He really had good intentions. It's all past tense, and that means excuses. If you're saying I meant well, there's usually a but that goes with it. I meant well, but. I had good intentions, but. He had good intentions, but. So it's excuses. It's just excuses. So I looked up what the word intention. Webster's says, what one intends to accomplish or attain. But it implies little more than what one has in mind to do. That kind of sounds like a good intention. So, my definition, an intention is a positive statement of action. Instead of just creating or giving an excuse that I had a good intention, make an intention, and that's a positive statement of action. So, I know we all know about affirmations. So, intentions and affirmations are a little bit similar, but they're not really the same. You might say an affirmation related to one of your goals. You might say it over and over. You say the same thing over and over and over. Get it into your subconscious, and that message gets out to the universe. And then with intention, my definition of intention, you can have several every day. So in the morning, you might have a different intention than the one you had in the evening or the one you had in the middle of the day. So what you do is you intend your whole day in increments. You don't use intentions for next week or next month, just the day and in segments of that day. And you practice and practice and practice, and you will let good intentions or excuses, however you want to call them, go out the window. So I'll just give you a little example. A married businesswoman, very busy, barely has time to say good morning to hubby, runs out the door after rushing to get ready. Your head is spinning, 3 meetings today in different areas. The boss wants to have lunch with you, and oh shit, what's that all about? And oh damn it, there's dinner plans with the in-laws tonight. So that's a busy day, and maybe that's your day, or maybe your day is easy, like mine. Mine is usually pretty easy, and it flows pretty well, but I still use intentions. So anyhow, in this scenario, the night before, you might just go to sleep intending to get up a little bit early. You can give yourself a certain time. You can give yourself a half an hour earlier than normal. Whatever. I intend to get up a half an hour early. Nothing else, no specifics, just that you intend to get up a little bit early. And if you do, or even if you don't, you continue intending. Your next intention while you're getting ready, I intend to say a proper good morning to hubby. Well, if you keep that intention, you're going to make hubby happy, which is going to make you happier, and you're going to feel better after you go. So you're off. You get in the car. Normally, you just throw your purse to the side, or, sorry guys, briefcase maybe, I don't know. Throw it to the side, jump in, start the car, and you don't even think about anything else. Just take a moment. It only takes a moment. It's not going to get you there any later than you're going to be there anyhow. Stop. And before you start the car, say something like, I intend to drive safely and focus on the road, and I intend to be surrounded by others driving safely and focused on the road. Okay, I know. You're going, oh yeah, right. Just because I say that, it's going to happen. Stay with me for a minute. You get to the office. First meeting is in 15 minutes. You want to make another intention. Maybe it's a meeting where you're a little bit stressed about it. So instead of thinking about that stress, you just say, I intend to be calm. Or maybe it's a meeting that you're taking care of. You're the host of the meeting or the leader of the meeting. You might say something like, I intend for the meeting to go exactly as I planned or better. I know you're kind of getting the picture because each thing that you do during the day, you make an intention. You don't have a good intention, you just make an intention. Will they all work? Maybe not the first time, or maybe not even the second time. But after you keep doing it, and doing it and doing it, like I said, practice, practice, practice. It's automatic. You get in the car and without even thinking before you start it, you make your intention. And your intention could be anything. Maybe you know that there's traffic. You already heard that traffic. So make a different intention. I intend to miss the traffic. I intend for the traffic to be cleared. I intend to be calm during traffic. You already know it's there. So why get mad? Play the music and just go with the flow. So sometimes you might only have a couple intentions for the day, and sometimes you might have several. There's actually a name for it. It's called segment intending. I don't know who originally it came from. I've heard it from Abraham Hicks. I've heard it from Louise Hay. I've heard it from Vishen Lakhiani from Mindvalley. And each one kind of explains and uses it a little bit different. But segment intending, it can really make your day a little bit calmer. And like I said, those good intentions and excuses, whichever you want to call them, just kind of go out the window. It works. You might just want to start with one intention every day. Maybe just the first part of your day that you're going to get up early. Or maybe it's that part where you want to spend just an extra minute saying good morning to your hubby or your wife. And eventually what happens is maybe it's kind of addictive. You start intending everything. What's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And it just comes naturally. You don't really plan to do it. You just start doing it. And once you start segment intending your day, like I said, it just becomes natural. And you can start using it to help you with goals, wishes, projects. But still, I believe intentions work best for a segment and not more than like a 24-hour segment. So maybe for a goal, an intention might be, today, I intend to take one baby step towards my goal. You can do that within 24 hours. It might just be making a phone call. I intend to make that phone call. It's all easy to do, easy to deal with. But now, all that said, the way I've explained intention is just like a beginning step, something you can really begin with. It's just like a simple explanation and an exercise to start intending, to start getting in the flow of it. Because really, you can use intention in your whole life. And your whole life, doing everything you want. And I really can't explain that. But I do highly recommend Wayne Dyer's book. It's called The Power of Intention. And he relates intention to the higher power, whoever you may believe in, who intended us. I know. You're going, okay, you lost me. I didn't lose you. I know you understand that. It is deep, and it takes you on a much higher level, a spiritual level of intention. Wayne describes the 7 faces of intention: creativity, kindness, love, beauty, expansion, unlimited abundance, and receptivity. Those stick with me. Those stick with me because you could actually make an intention for each one of those. You know, I intend to be kind today. I intend to send love to everyone I meet. I intend to see everything around me as beautiful. See? It's easy. So I'm going to reread the book myself. I read it a long time ago, but I'm actually going to read it again. So, by the way, if you are thinking about all that and it's not clicking too well, I hope you'll try in segment intending. But if it's like, yeah, right, start with something simple. I intend to be kinder today. I intend to be happy today. I intend to smile more today. I intend to smile at someone I don't know. Simple. And then you do it, and you feel good. Then you make another intention, and you do it, and it gets easier and easier. And like I said, it becomes a habit, a happy habit. So maybe you'll intend to buy Wayne Dyer's book. I hope you all have a great week. Be safe, share some laughter, make some intentions, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.